Welcome back to the CCA Workbench, and Scott Martin just got an education on the Rick Murphy-isms, but we're here to talk about new products. Tell me about what's going on in the bass.
I'm so excited. I tell you what, you know, this is the time of the year where the big bass start showing up. They start moving in, they start getting in those grass mats, the big rods like we're talking about here. This is when all this stuff starts working. The new product that I've designed is from Tight Lines UV, and it is this creature bait right here. But here's what's different about it, Rick. Check it out. So what's different about this bait is it's a standard creature bait, okay? But it has the skirt material in it, just like I have rigged up here, okay? This is a punch skirt that we put on as an accessory.
Right.
But so instead of doing that, we designed the bait with the punch skirt material in the bait.
Oh.
So now you don't have to spend time rigging another skirt and doing all kind of different things. It's all in one, and it gives that bait a little bit bulkier of an approach. When it goes down through that mat and it hits the bottom, that skirt flares out, okay? Yep. And those big bass chew on it. So that's really cool. Comes in lots of different colors, and 3.5-inch bait. It's deadly.
All right, speaking of big bass, you gotta have some beef.
Beef.
Tell me about the new signature series Scott Martin rods.
It's kind of like that old commercial, where's the beef, right?
Yeah,
the beef is in your hands. This is the Matt Daddy rod by Sakuma. Brand new series of rods. We built 13 rods in this series, okay? Now what's great about this rod series is that I designed every aspect of it, okay? I designed from the length to the action to the type of graphite to the type of guides, exactly where they went. Everything you can imagine, Rick, I put into this. Years and years of experience. And these 13 rods in the Sakuma series, the TCS Signature Series, is bar none the best rods out there. And here's the deal. Here in Lake Okeechobee and in South Florida, dealing with big fish, you've got to have equipment that holds up. And these rods are holding up.
So let me ask you something. We have spinning rods, we've got plug rods, we've got casting rods,
We
flipping
have everything.
rods. I love it.
We have everything.
All right, so speaking of that, I know you're an expert on bass lures. Bass Assassin has come out with this new tube crawl. So tell me, you know, I think this is one of the things that comes in a variety of different colors, but when I was talking to you, the one thing that you liked about this is certainly that it doesn't have too much craziness.
When you flip in the grass mats, you want a bait to glide, okay? You want that bait to glide through the water column. And what that does, it imitates two things. With this bait, it's going to imitate a crayfish, okay? A crayfish getting out of that grass mat and gliding down to the bottom. A crayfish is not flapping his claws everywhere when it swims, and neither is a bluegill. It's swimming and gliding. So that bait is set up right, just like these baits here. Even though it has a lot of appendages, not a lot of action. So that bait right there looks great.
All right, you guys in the freshwater, you're using something, you're calling to the wild, calling the fish. Tell me a little bit
Technology
what this deal
is so awesome these days, you know, between the depth finders and all the different things you can do. Hydrawave, okay, has come out with an electronic speaker system that I attach to my trolling motor on my bass boat.
Right.
And it has a programmable chip in there that makes noises for what like bait fish sound like. So what a school of shad would sound like in the water, or crayfish crawling around, or bluegill doing things in the water, that's what this speaker is going to imitate, and it gets those fish fired up and gets them ready to feed.
Scott, do you think we could use this in salt water? We could program it to what
absolutely.
a goggle eye sounds like?
Absolutely. They have an inshore one right now, and so this stuff is awesome. The Hydrawave is the next little thing.
The next commercial break, you're going to be giving that up. I want you to know.
I hear it right now. I hear it.